big kids.
Ah, I got big kids.
Alex is on outage. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
not. I can't do it.
No, you're good, buddy. You probably got more viewers than us, dude.
He is. He's putting away something. Hey, Randy.
All right, guys, everybody come to attention. And bow. All right, we got just a few more days of setting up our chokes. Okay, so we'll get into some of that today. Let's keep everything moving around a little bit, and then we'll hop into it. All right, let's circle up. Open and close your chest.
White girls are back in the house today. That's what I'm talking about, Brad.
Vacation last week.
Jordan missed y'all last week. I'm just saying.
Palms up.
You do the Scrubs acoustic version of the Scrubber, Brian?
You got a really good head. You should. 6 up. Palms. Corey's gonna get us a content flag on YouTube for playing this.
Been like those videos, Brian. You've been doing in that room and that.
Yeah, we got. See, Michael moved away for 2 years. He was my number one DK for like a long time, like 5 years.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was wondering what.
And then I had a kid, stuff like that.
That pesky face.
Side to side. Diagonal up and down. This side. Your shoulder. In and out, protraction, retraction. Twist. Oh. Where our toes in, it makes you want to pitch forward, so let's do a pelvic tuck, grab around a big beach ball. Do a couple more. Step this over. See how your hips up off the mat. We want to lean forward. We're going to hug our knee. And we're pulling our knee, but we don't want to pull back. We want to lean into the side front corner. Okay, let's go over some ways we're gonna just get to where we can attack someone in turtle. Okay. A lot of times when you see people teach this, they'll say they're doing turtle, right? We always call it ride, like back ride. If I got you in turtle, like turtle's the bottom spot. I don't look like a turtle when I'm on top, right? So back ride, side ride is what we would call it, okay? You can call it whatever you want. The problem with that is a lot of times you get there and then the person is like, no, you can't grab my collar. That's a big problem. One of the first ones I noticed when I started trying to land chokes from there is like a white/blue belt. Okay? So, here's what we're gonna do. Come here, Brett. Okay, so get me in a front headlock position. Yeah, with that grip right there, okay? So look, when he grabs this, and look, he could be sprawled, he could be whatever, okay? But go ahead and maybe don't put your knee down. Yeah, so look, grab his tricep and here. And then look, boom. Okay, so we're gonna go double lapel. But we've been finishing like this. We can review that. Hold on, break on that one.
Yes, sir.
You can review that one. And then, look, the first way I was taught the clock choke was to do it this way. Right? The problem with that is he can sit through is a counter. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Sit through. Otherwise, I'm gonna get you this way. Yeah, you are. No! That's the tragedy of the move done that way. Okay? However, here's the problem, like the way we've been doing this Okiri choke is teed up. Yeah. And the problem a lot of you are running into is you're not turning this hip down. It's across your board, like when I teach this, okay? Because we're so used to our hips being this way in this position. Okay? So here's a sort of an idea. And think about going like around the head. So we got both lapels. We're going to sit through. We're going to step up like that. Now, that is a clock style choke. Like what they're talking about is an action that I perform. It's also that same choke we like, the Okiri Iri Jimenez, the judo term. It's sliding lapel choke. Double lapel choke. Okay, so it's solid out of both grips. It's here, here. Okay, so somebody was gonna gator roll you. Get your tricep grip again. So anytime somebody gets here and knees off the mat, boom, grab their arm. Now, oh, sorry, you're good. Boom. All right. So because his hands are on the mat, I can get in. Okay. Grab again. One thing of note, there is an Americana for me. You can finish teed up, hanging over, or you can sit through the clock choke. Okay? He grabs. It's almost like an arm drag in a way. Right here. It's a throw by. My hip's not in a good position to choke if I just lean over. If I square them, or sit through and clock. But don't do this way. We don't like this. Okay? Too easy to counter. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
1, 2. No, you're good. Yeah. Oh, you got Ron. No, leave Howie. One man.
So I start.
Here, whatever.
back.
With the tricep?
Yeah, you're down the swing there. Yep.
Left-handed call.
Yep. Right-handed, yeah, there you go.
Four.
There you go. That's it now.
You're good.
Other one. What's your left knee?
Andy, we were showing the class.
Whatever hand she's grabbing, I can So look, you backed up to pull your head up. You're thinking about swinging.
You ever do some more marching on the floor?
Oh, going for Darcy. All right.
But it's this lead.
Square up.
Either traditional or
The second one I felt, first one I did not.
My shoulders. It's not pounding.
Not the one you scratch.
Yeah, it's fine.
That one's weird.
Got you good.
Around the back. That one felt tighter. Elbows tight. Yes. That top one hurt way more.
On the first one? So like, I keep finishing like this.
So you start not under the armpit, right?
Yeah.
Now you're getting way up here on the helper.
If I don't wear these in 2 rows now.
Yeah. Well, I used to wear them every roll, but
They got that padding. It helps so much.
yeah.
Yeah, you're almost at an arm there.
Exactly.
Jealous of those floating off, it's kind of tear a little bit out there.
Yeah, right. I'll show him.
one hair at a time.
One thing I like on this show is both hips are square, but like if you want to spine and right. The hard part. I'm gonna ask you. You gotta do this on the shoulder. All variations of this. Like if I don't do it, then like look how far I'm having to go over. I didn't do that. However, it's almost like I'm flapping wings, right? But that connects my arm to and then hips square. Just my weight hanging into the shoulder. Because like when you do this, my arms are really hurting out versus out. But that's the connection detail.
Okay. Like instead of going like that.
I roll that weight just crooked like that.
Yes.
That's what I thought you were doing.
Yeah.
Here's because I've had the if your chokes off this hip. I just think I want to walk all the way over. Right? Like, and I'm I keep doing that hip thing that you do at the beginning. If you do that, it's about the third or fourth time. But it's like it's step.
A little gray on that. Color.
Beautiful. See, it's kind of like an arm drag.
Always think.
Go again.
On that one roll, I want you to think about walking all the way around. Just like step.
Use your hips.
Right, that same motion, just keep doing it like you're gonna go all the way. He'll tap before you do it. If you're trying to choking here, you're going. That is no-
Go towards your hip.
Just do it from turtle roll. See what we're talking about. Just whatever side you want.
It's solid.
For a grip, nice. And then sit through, step over, sit through, step over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I'm telling him he's gonna choke.
You okay there, bud? Yeah.
I was doing laundry last night.
I don't remember a time that my shoulders been that long. Look, just everything was correct.
Blood pressure. You know when it's you're about to die. There it goes.
So I don't think.
See how like you were kind of like going in like that. No, think about going over the head with it.
No, I'm dead.
Connect. I was just talking about the thing.
No, you're good.
Yeah, just everything. Yeah, just look at always on this choke. But like here's good grips, no connection. Good grips, connection. And that connection's gonna. What happen? I don't want to go this way and lose that. So just keep that as you go that way. Right? It's gonna disconnect a little bit. I try don't. This is a thing. A lot of people do it, and I don't look as much as I want. That's like the All right, kid. Okay. So on that strangle in all of our approaches with this double grip, I mean, and really, everything we do is going to have some element of connection to it, right? But even on like the rear naked choke, I'm doing the same sort of idea. Look how my wings are flapping. Now they're connected. So if I start doing things like this, or this sit, I think about going all the way around the head. Don't keep your, who cares about
Tap.
right? And you want to put that ride pressure. I'm putting on you, like you're carrying my weight and I'm choking the same time. But just let's always try and keep here, like, and if there's a time we're doing a choke where it's not important, I will say, all right? But for the most part, it's always connect. Even stay there. And I could choke, it's good, but look, it's not good here. I could squeeze. I squeeze harder than I would like. Connect. I squeezed it like a 1 power. Okay, so this choke from the back is also a thing. Right there. Okay, and it's like that's like the hand getting ready to tap pretty much when I just get connection. So a lot of times people have the grip for the choke and they're missing the connection, and it diminishes your odds of finishing. Okay? Turtle please. Okay, so look. Sometimes people are, like everything I taught last week kind of involved what we did today, like getting the hands on the mat so he can't just block this. Okay, this is going to be, and look, so if there's any space here, I could maybe take the back. So close that space up. If there's any space here, I could maybe get a choke. But that space is, so this is what happens, and this is where people get frustrated. Okay, take your forearm / bicep. Exactly like some people think the clothesline's like a straight arm. It's like a bent. And I'm coming forward right here. Okay, don't fall over. Come on, man. Sorry.
That was a good white face.
There we go. Come on, right? Now look how my knee is going in that space behind, okay? Look, when you do this, up here above the head spine, right? Like I'm looking to get this hand, boom. Now I'm rolling over this shoulder. The judo strangle on this, they either go behind the head or grab their own lapels. It's a single lapel choke. They call it the hell strangle, okay? We could do our same choke we just did, or we could do a single wing, kata hajime. So, sliding. Just because this is a sliding arm doesn't mean it doesn't stay connected. Here. Boom. Right there. Keep it connected. If you're ever in on a single wing and someone's not tapping, here, grab your own wrist. Right? I also like to pull away before I chop it. Okay, because people be tight armed. If you can't get out, go for the double. Right? So, cross face him is essentially what we're doing. I fix your hair. Yes, sir. Cross facing him is essentially what we're doing. Okay? And misaligning his spine. Okay? So I'm looking to open some space up. I'm running it this way. Here. Roll. Right? So again, I can be the judo strangle. I can double lapel it. Or I can kata hajime. Just a single wing. Alright?
Yes, sir. Can I see it one more?
Yes. Justin, you hop in here and do it on bread.
Fake out.
Well, you haven't seen it three-dimensionally, you know. You have to figure it out on your own. Walk this way. Yes. Roll. Single wing. Tight here. Double tight. Okay. For the judo method, go behind your own head.
Yeah,
With your telephone right
just
there.
here.
And then tight. And then open them up. Yes.
And you said sometimes they grab their own gi?
Yeah, same thing, but you gotta open your chest up to do it.
Okay.
Right?
So shouldn't your foot be the only thing hooking into the leg? Like, would you ever use your arm? If like, I know you're kind of pushing that head away. Would you ever use your arm to assist getting some space in the arm to hook the leg in that first step?
Show again, Justin, highlight where you're talking about exactly.
You're talking about the entry?
Yeah. So when you use your forearm for that head, if he's keeping that close, would you ever use your hand to create that more space?
Well, watch this. Yeah, he's keeping close here,
Yeah.
right? But look, put the knee in behind the triceps. Now, freeze there. Go back a step. Stay tight anyway, Brett. Stay, like, tighten this up. Here, okay? Grab his wrist and pull it. It's like an Americana.
Oh yeah.
Now step over it. Okay? So, yes. Exactly. That's what I kind of thought you were talking about, but I was not sure. Okay, but or hop out real quick. So he said, like, look, I did this the first time I showed it. Like, he's being there, so I'm cross facing. I get in here. Now look at this. Okay. All right. Here. Double. Or here. Right? Or single. That's I'll mention something else, but that's probably all we'll do today. Okay? Work on that, and we'll see if we have any questions. Okay? One second.
We just got a little ahead. Still good students.
Gotta go.
Get a tight turtle.
Well, if you let go, it becomes a miracle. See, because my hamstring is good.
They're all different.
Oh, and that allows my knee to go.
They slide all the way down.
What are you doing? Pushing?
Lift this elbow, so this one can step over. You gotta shoulder roll with an underhook.
No.
There's an arm on it. And then a lot of times I was wrestling. This one.
Get my knee There we go. And then.
And if I roll up on you, it doesn't change. Well, it's not ideal here. But it's
Like this one. And then this one. Cool.
I went from my back to my side.
And like, you were like trying to get your,
Yeah.
maybe that'll help you, like, 'cause you said you're starting to fall. I think you can use your hand to pose. Because if you don't, you'll probably.
There's nowhere to tap.
Here, maybe I'm trying these things.
Actually, I probably need to see the entry.
I haven't done this in trail. That's all good.
Maybe I
Now
have.
we're here, we're working.
So it's just the cross face and then step off across it.
Shoulder roll.
Yeah.
And then grab a little power.
That's why I was verbal tapping the whole time. Oh! There it is. Did you see the bicep slice? Anything?
Not really. And I would say I have moderate shoulder.
Do it to me. Do it to me. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna grab my hands together and you're gonna triangle your legs and put your.
You know what you could do? Just twist lock.
Yeah, you could.
I feel like it's gnarly enough that I could. Yeah, so I'm gonna go here. And then I want you to triangle your legs.
You're just
No.
this way.
Right before you roll. I don't know. So you're like here.
That's why I don't want, and then going here, am I going to go through here?
Real tight. I'm gonna go here.
That was helpful, thank you.
So,
I just like committed to roll.
Right?
You like the submissions where they can.
that connection mitigates a lot.
That's the correct one.
Still our idea.
Wrist locks and total.
Still our idea. We're gonna practice that.
What?
Wrist lock. Now we see what the fuck we do.
You can do it on your own.
Hold
I'll
it tight.
pretend.
We mentioned it.
I'll pretend.
Oh, yeah.
The roll can be intimidating. You would roll this side. And another thing we can do is,
Just like. And then. Maybe we ain't got.
Yeah.
No.
So instead of.
If you're doing it.
So you're closing it, you're closing your ass.
like, while I'm rolling you, I'm doing this. When we get there, I'm gonna roll.
Underneath, to open it up.
Right now, that's my issue.
That's not only good for
I'm gonna go backwards.
Oh, because we always like, let's not do that. Anymore, I try and add on. Put people in the power.
Quit stepping on his arm, check wagon.
You know, and I'm like, set that up on the
Okay. Like, get
See,
some
like
slack
turtle,
out.
I would say that's
Reach for my
the arm bar was way worse. Some people are like, we don't have
Oh
any.
god.
Because the whole point of it is that I'm blocking you from getting a lapel.
There's also Americana right there.
You did that.
Did you feel like you're like, not like
Yes.
When you roll that dude, my arm was like, I mean, it was nothing.
Okay, so when I cross face in,
I didn't catch that.
They just turn around.
Get the arm bar chase, get the arm bar chase. Different arm block. Come on. Looks like a Randagle.
I went triangle, yeah. Thank you.
Hey Brian. Justin did it to do all jobs. See dude? See y'all. See you buddy.
Triangles.
You rolled the wrong way.
alright, and sometimes you just have to.
I thought you meant triangle. I was like, I can't do it right now.
Get down real quick. Yeah.
Well, pushing out there.
We'll try that. Now, just be sure and be a little more rude than you were doing. Yeah, instead of that.
So, what he's saying is pretty much you're going to be able to get low here with that base. And then you're trying to block it. So the roll, what he was saying is the roll kind of doesn't matter as long as you get to that point where you're at BC.
With just your legs?
Just reach back because your legs have a pin.
Get him, bro.
Let's try.
Yeah, bro.
So I see all the stuff.
Make it thanks.
I'm trying to hear you.
I was like, my crossface went here, and then you go with your foot. Yes. Man.
You do both simultaneously for my experience.
It's a great winning strategy.
It's a minimum at the bottom.
So like, you're not gonna get one drum side. Right? I'm like, you're gonna, you may in the future, but I'm just stalling. So, yeah, come up, be on top. Whoa, that's a friend of mine. No random. It's a sacred technique. It will not be abused by blue belts.
The faces are, I'm like,
I was going to say, you're like, pretty much just kind of they decide how to go over here a lot of things like that would get bad into the match. I would do
That's a magnesium.
yeah, yeah.
All right, guys, time. Okay, we got a minute if anybody has any questions about anything before we roll.
We were playing with it. It felt like there might be an Americana option, but we couldn't quite figure it out. Was there? Is
With
there?
the trapped.
With the trapped arm, and also the other arm with your arm.
Let me show you a little something here.
I don't care.
come on, Brady, you already know.
Here's a cool thing. The rear side mount. Rear side mount. Right, Hobson was showing, like, you set somebody up and they come up on their elbow like that. And going in, right? Now here's the thing, when you're doing this, and let's say you want, to push the head through, you're trying to come up, they cross their, or grab their hands together. This can be a problem. Okay, so, see that hole right there? Now my hamstring, and also see my foot. I'm gonna think about putting my hamstring here, back, and that's gonna bend my calf towards the palm of my foot. And then, right there, that's an Americana. So, that's where I like the Americana. Like, I know what you're talking about from the other position, you just have to play with it, like, I don't show it from that exact situation. But there's one similar, I'll show you in a second, but this is, right there. Right. Here's another thing. I can just take this as a lesson on this crucifix. Hey, bud. Hey. You woke him up with your tap, dude.
Shit was gnarly.
Jeez. Brad woke him up. Sorry.
It's my bad.
He's been up.
Alright. So, sometimes people will grab inside the leg for you. Don't do that. But they will. Right? Or you just grab it, whatever. Like, if this is the case, pinch your knees and sit through like that. You can also grab the wrist for the assist. If he grabs in for some reason, the other, like go around like there, it can be, or it could be, I could be looking for like a dog bar variation.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Right? Oh, he's giving me that one now.
Oh, mama.
So, and those sort of opportunities may present instead of the crucifix. Also, I was telling a couple of the white belts, if the roll is not working out, you can, like if you get the arm, I could sit back on this, right, versus the roll. A little bit more of a basic idea. Okay? And see, look, he has no hands to this one. If I grab it. All right. Anything else? Okay. Let's do some rolling. 1, 2. All right. Let's see it.
Mr. Brady, you out?
Yeah, I got to work. I shouldn't even have been in class probably.
You should have been in class.
Dude, my calf is messed up now. Same side as my hip. No, I did. I said